Good morning, boys and girls. All right, we are continuing with rules today. We were in the middle of a chapter before, and it was called Pentla's Brothers Are Not My Problem. Okay. So, anyway, where we left off, Catherine just came to Jason's birthday party. Remember she was going to give him a guitar, and she showed him his room. Showed her his room, and he had a piano, and she was asking about that, but he said he's not really good at playing it. So here we go. I'd love to hear you play. I bring the guitar out from behind my back. Sorry about the wrapping, but I couldn't really disguise it. I untie the bow, and he pulls away the trash bag wrapping. Nobody'd mistake the guitar for new, but I cleaned it until it shone. Mom took it to the music store, and they put new strings on it, and I tuned it. That's part a present from David, but that part's a present from David, but the guitar's from me. He smiles wide. Thank you, Catherine. Perfect guitar. You're welcome. I lay it across his wheelchair, and he traces his fingers across the strings. It sounds rich and mysterious, lingering in the air, even after his hands moves away. Dazzling, he gestures for me to put his guitar on his bed. I take the guitar from him and set it on his pillow. Behind me, I hear Jason across the room to the window. Music startles me. I spin to see Jason's shoulders bowed forward, his hands reaching over his wheelchair tray to the keyboard. I walk over to look closer at his fingers, bent nearly double. His fingers touch the keys, much like he touches his cards one at a time. It's a simple song, spare and haunting. That's beautiful. My own music. Jason, a voice calls. I turn. His mother stands in the doorway, smiling. Grandpa needs to leave soon, so let's do your cake now. Jason backs up and turns for the hallway. I sweep a last look across the piano, the guitar left on his pillow, the baseball posters, and my drawing of Christie's house. Walking down the hallway, I hear people singing happy birthday, but I hum Jason's song under their singing. I want to remember it. The cake is chocolate, my favorite, but I move the cake bits around my plate, squeezing them flat with my fork. Beside me on the couch, Jason's elderly neighbor is going on about his problem with chipmunks in his cellar. They're cute until they chew through your wires, he says. Mrs. Morehouse answers the doorbell. Thank you for inviting us, I hear Mom's voice. David's been looking forward to this all afternoon. Now I don't think about cute, the man next to me says. I think about that electrician's bill. Before I can meet Mom and Dad, David rushes past me. Cake! Oh boy. I keep David in my line of sight as he sits at the kitchen table, especially as Mrs. Morehouse shows Mom something out the window. Oh, how lovely, Mom says. Are they hard to grow? My husband is the gardener in our family. I stand up. Nice to meet you, I say to the chipmunk man as I watch David slide his hand toward the platter of leftover cake. And, good luck. Darn little pests. He turns to the woman on his other side. If you got one, you got a whole bunch. I hurry to the kitchen and drop my plate of cake in front of David. Use a fork, I whisper, pressing mine into his hand. Not your fingers. Around me, a woman rinses cups in the sink, and Matt scrapes crumbs from his plate into the trash. A teenage girl with braids brings a baby in, his mouth ringed brown with frosting. Can I have some extra napkins? She asks. Jason comes up beside me. Sorry, neighbor, talk all the time. No problem. My old neighbor, Mrs. Bauman, used to talk a lot too. Sorry, Catherine, new neighbor, friend, can't come to my birthday party. I'm sure Christy would have had fun. I throw David a strict look as he picks a bite of cake off his plate with his fingers. But the community center dance is tonight, and she had to help don't decorate. Do you want to come to dance? Oh boy. No, she's going with Ryan. I'm sure he doesn't want me hanging around with them any more than I want to be with them. David licks frosting off the side of his hand. I pass him a napkin, but he wipes his mouth with it instead. I mean, do you want to come dance with me? Oh boy. Let's see how she deals with this. I look up from Jason's book. He's watching my face, his eyes serious. I can't. Why? I stare at the word card with a big question mark. Are you embarrassed about me? Of course not. I hear Jason pound his cards, but I can't look. I brush crumbs off David's shirt into my cupped hand. I'm just a horrible dancer. Terrible. In fact, I'm so bad I even have a rule against it. No dancing unless I'm alone in my room or it's pitch black dark. Jason made a loud rumbling sound. Rule, stupid excuse. My breath catches. Everyone in the kitchen has stopped to look at us, except David, who pushes back his chair. My rules aren't stupid, I say quietly, or excuses. Yes, excuse. I just like music, he scowls. And you. Ramming the joystick forward, Jason whirls out of the kitchen, past David, opening a cupboard door. More cake? David asks as I pry his fingers off the door handle. We're all done, holding his arm. I pull him beside me. Excuse me, I say, passing people. Sorry, gotta go. Catherine, Mom asks, is there something wrong? I push open the door. Tears spill down my cheeks as I run with David toward down the ramp. The party's over. Oh my. So let's see what ends up happening with this situation. All right, our next chapter is going to be this rule. Some people think they know who you are when really they don't. All right. And we should be finishing this book in the next few days. All right. We got about 22 pages left. All right. Have a wonderful day, boys and girls. And see you later.